Hey, and welcome to my channel. You're watching my 30 Days of Painting series, where I am painting a new portrait every day this month of June, filming it and uploading it to YouTube and Instagram. And if that sounds interesting to you, you can like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for notifications so that you won't miss any of the 30 paintings. So in addition to doing just the paintings, I am also documenting my struggle with depression. This project almost didn't get started because I've been very, very ill the past several months, and I'm working on trying to find my way out of this kind of episode that I found myself in, and it's going. I don't know if it's going well, but it's definitely going. So part of my attempt to get better is doing this project. So what I want to talk about today is medication. I have been medicated for depression and then medicated for bipolar on and off for the past over 10 years, probably closer to like 13 years. Trying to do the math, almost 15, not quite. So I have a lot of experience with it, and not all of it has been positive, but I just kind of want to share my story about it. So when I was first diagnosed as a teenager, I can't remember how old I was or what year it was. Things were kind of a blur back then. I was put on pretty much the standard SSRIs, which are deal with serotonin in your brain, is basically what those kind of help to regulate. And I had the unfortunate experience of the SSRIs not working. I would, go on one, be on it for about a month, wait for it to kind of kick in and build up in my system, be on it for a couple weeks, and it would work fine, and then it would start to decline really quickly, and then I would have to ramp my way off of it and start a new one. Because I would experience a thing where I would be feeling better, and then I'd be feeling much, much worse. And it was just sort of this constant roller coaster back and forth through pretty much the catalog of SSRIs at the time. So, like all the major ones that you can think of, I've probably been on Prozac, Zoloft, Wellbutrin, Paxil, like all of them. I've done them all. And then I took them kind of inconsistently, as you do. Part of being depressed is feeling like your medicine doesn't help and that it's worthless and that you don't need to take it. Or if you're feeling better, then there's also this like impulse that you don't need to take it, because why should I rely on this little chemical to make me feel better? I'm just gonna be happy on my own and be a normal person without the crutch of this little pill. And I think those are pretty common attitudes. I've talked to other people who have kind of felt the same way. And of course they're incredibly misguided, not the correct way to think about things, and very, very harmful and very dangerous. But that was sort of the cycle that I was on as a young person trying to deal with medication, is I either resented it for making my life abnormal, or resented it because it wasn't working well enough. So yeah. I was off meds for a little while in my early 20s, and then as I started working in the school system, I was a teacher for 4 years. That was a very high stress, very intense job. I realized that I couldn't really handle being mentally ill, and I went back and sought treatment, and that's when I was finally diagnosed with bipolar, even though I'd kind of been showing signs for it throughout my 20s and all the way throughout college. I definitely had some very scary manic episodes, but that's a conversation for another day. So, yeah, treating bipolar is a little bit trickier because you have to treat the mania and you have to treat the depressive episodes. And in my experience, the mania becomes the most important part that they try to treat. So that was the main focus, and I've been on a lot of different mood stabilizers and antipsychotics and just a bunch of crazy meds to try to control that. And right now I find I'm on a good mix, but trying to control the depression part has still been a struggle, trying to find the right thing to keep that in check. So yeah, I've tried a little bit of everything. I've had meds that have made me really, really hyper and like sweaty and jittery and unfocused. I've had meds with the side effect that it made me throw up every single day, and I couldn't keep it down no matter how much food I ate, or whatever I did. I've had meds that have made me feel really like flat. I've had meds that have made me feel really suicidal. I've had pretty much every side effect. Weight gain, loss in libido, like all sorts of stuff I've had over the years with everything that I've tried. So right now I'm on Abilify Wellbutrin, and I just had my Wellbutrin upped the other day. I went to see my doctor, and that's what we agreed to do, is to try to increase the dose. So right now I'm waiting for that to kick into my system, and I'll be documenting if there's any change within the next 2 to 3 weeks on these videos, and kind of seeing what happens with that. So if I seem to be getting better, that might be a reason why, and that would be really, really wonderful. I'm ready for a change. So yeah, that's just my little brief history with medication. And the main thing that I want to leave you with at the end of this video is that even throughout all my ups and downs with meds, I still believe in them wholeheartedly. I think they're an incredibly necessary tool in the fight against mental illness, and I fully believe in them, and I hope that everyone who needs meds has access to them and is taking them appropriately. And I really think that they are a huge game changer in the fight against depression. Talk therapy and CBT and diet and exercise and self-care practices are all super important, but I think meds is really like one of the best fighting chances you have against just having chemical imbalances and having bad wiring in your brain. I think there's nothing that you can do outwardly that can change that, so meds are really a huge solution in my eyes in the fight against depression. So just wanted to leave you with that. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you are interested in seeing more, please subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And until my next video, be cute, be kind, love Bandit. Wrong, or you're like have chemical imbalances, medication is the way to go, and it's so important. And I just want people to know that they're not alone, and that it's super important to, I don't know, I'm talking too much. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and like it. You can also subscribe to my channel to see more videos. Until the next video, be cute, be kind,